Hi there, my name is Andrew Hyde. I'm the coordinator of Norval Intentional Community. We're a young adult program, a residential program in the spirit and tradition of the United Church of Canada. In fact, we are a ministry of Norval United Church, which is a congregation within that tradition. I just wanted to take a few moments to kind of spell out in a bit more detail what life is like here in the intentional community and give you a picture of what some of the commitments are and what you might be spending your time doing if you were to be a participant here in this program. We have four main commitment areas, four kind of directions that guide what we do, and so I just wanted to take a few minutes and run through those with you. There's spiritual disciplines, ministry leadership, community service, and community living. Each of these four directions has some baseline commitments. These are the bedrock, the kind of core expression of what we do here. If you are somebody who is working a lot or you're going to school and all you have is time for those baseline commitments, then that's great. Those are kind of the minimum that we require from folks. But if you're somebody who is only working part-time or you're taking some time off, and you have some extra time to commit to things, then there are lots of other possibilities that exist here as well. And we can help you explore those and make sure that your time here is really fruitful and beneficial to you. One of our commitment areas is around spiritual disciplines, and our baseline commitments there involve things like Sunday worship at Norval United Church. So we're part of that congregation, and being there to worship with them is really important to us. Also, daily prayer. We have this rhythm of daily prayer where we all set our cell phones at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. and 10 p.m. and commit to one another just 3 times a day to stop whatever we're doing and lift up a prayer for each other, for our world, for lots of different things. Not big long prayers, but a rhythm of daily prayer. Also, every other week, one of the baseline commitments is to have a check-in, a time of conversation and prayer and discernment with the coordinator, with me. It's going to give people a little taste of what having a spiritual friend or a spiritual director is like, that kind of accountability check-in kind of time. So those are the baseline commitments, but lots of other possibilities exist beyond that as well. Things like doing an eco-pilgrimage along the Bruce Trail. We've been hiking a lot this year and opening ourselves up to what God has to say to us through creation. Bible studies, book studies, doing some intentional journaling and labyrinths and taze prayer. Things like doing worship installations and going to cool speakers or events and stuff like that. However we choose to open ourselves up to the Holy Spirit and how God might be shaping us. Ministry leadership is another direction of ours, and it has one baseline commitment, and that's that we serve with the youth or children's program here at Norval United Church, whether it's through youth group or children's programs or family ministries. Young adults just have a real gift at being able to speak into the lives of young people, and so we give some leadership with the young people around here. But beyond that, there are lots of other possibilities to lead things like alternative worship here within the congregation and in the community, doing some small group study leadership, doing some pastoral care visiting, social justice advocacy, linking in with other initiatives, ecumenical, multi-faith, within our tradition as well. Lots of opportunity to show leadership and to reflect on what it means to be a Christian leader. Community service is another one of our directions, and so the baseline commitment there is that once a week you'll be spending the better part of a day volunteering with local nonprofits. Now, here in the village, a lot of our local nonprofits have to do with environmental education, so whether it's at Willow Park or at the Norval Outdoor School or the Brampton Wilderness Center, lots of opportunity to serve with people in the neighborhood doing great things, especially in the area of the environment. But other possibilities exist as well beyond the village here, or doing volunteer work with other agencies in different areas like urban poverty or social justice advocacy. Lots of different possibilities to link in and serve in the community. Our final commitment area has to do with community living. That's how we act as Christians within the house here, caring for one another. And so our baseline commitments there involve a weekly meeting of everyone here in the house for some learning and some check-in, and to talk about things like chores and how to operate the house here and caring for one another's stuff and for schedules and things like that. So a weekly meeting here, but then also a bi-weekly, so every other week, open community potlucks. So we've had community meals here where we invite anyone from the church or from the neighborhood to come in and to share a meal, and sometimes there'll be someone who will present something at that as well, but eating together and being community together around the table every other week. So those are the baseline commitments, but then other opportunities exist, lots of opportunity to do some gardening or to do some caring for the actual house here, doing some social media stuff, doing more meals together just within the house, setting time aside to share meals together, but even doing some fundraising and raising some money so that we can do some good in our community and stuff. So operating that kind of a community fund as well is another possibility. But community living is one of the key directions of our life here together. So that's it in a nutshell, what life is like here at Norval Intentional Community. If you are a young adult or you know of a young adult who might be interested in learning more, I suggest that you look up the webpage, www.norvalunited.ca/intentional community. Get the community guide off of there where it spells out all these things in a bit more detail. Or if you're interested in testing out the waters here, we're always open for visitors if room allows. So you can come and visit for anywhere from 2 days to 2 weeks, just to feel what community is like here. And if we can make that happen for you, we'd love to do that. So yeah, we're here in the village of Norval. Check us out. Come and be part of our intentional community. We'd love to have you walk with us.